Greece, a land where mythology breathes through marble ruins and island sunsets steal the spotlight. But beyond the postcards and the cruise ship ports lies another Greece, older, quieter, wilder, a Greece where time drifts like olive branches in the wind and ancient secrets rest in stone and sky. In today's episode of Hidden Gems, we journey to the soul of Greece, far from the islands and crowds.
3 unforgettable places, still untouched by mass tourism, still whispering stories in the silence, and still perfect for travelers on a budget. Let's begin.
Rising like giants from the plains of central Greece, the stone pillars of Meteora seem born from a dream. These towering formations, sculpted by ancient rivers and winds, cradle Byzantine monasteries built in the 14th century by monks in search of stillness. Back then, there were no stairs, only rope baskets and sheer ladders, used to pull people and supplies hundreds of feet into the air. Today, you can climb the steps carved into the rock, walk through frescoed halls, and feel the hush of centuries echoing off the stone. The views stretch to the horizon, but it's the silence that stays with you. Up here, the world feels far away, and perhaps a little closer to heaven.
Traveling to Meteora is easy and affordable. Take a scenic train from Athens to Kalambaka for just over £10 and stay in the nearby village of Kastraki, where charming guest houses offer views of the cliffs for £25 to £40 per night. Each monastery charges around £2.50 to enter, though on some days, admission is free. And here's a little secret. Watch the sunset from Sarapetra viewpoint, where light spills over the rocks like gold, and the only sound is the wind brushing the cliffs. Meteora inspired parts of Game of Thrones, but no special effects could capture what it feels like to stand here in silence, above the world.
Halfway between Athens and Thessaloniki, hidden between forested mountains and a quiet coastline, lies Pelion, one of Greece's best-kept secrets. This is where locals vacation, not tourists. In the villages of Sagarada, Makrinitsa and Portaria, cobbled streets lead to shaded squares where cats stretch beneath ancient plane trees and locals sip sipuro under vines. Time slows here, not out of laziness but tradition. In summer, Pelion is all green trails and secluded beaches. In winter, snow dusts the rooftops and Mount Pelion becomes a ski slope with sea views. You can hike from village to village on old mule trails, stop for fresh figs or mountain apples, and end your day with a swim in a cove so quiet you'll swear it's yours alone.
Traveling through Pelion won't stretch your wallet. Buses from Volos to the villages cost less than £5, and cozy guest houses with sea or mountain views start around £30 a night. The food, glorious and cheap. Try a steaming plate of spetsofai, a spicy sausage and pepper stew, for just £4, served with crusty bread and local olive oil. And in autumn, locals might even hand you apples fresh from the tree. They're famous here. According to legend, Pelion was home to the centaurs, the half-man, half-horse beings of Greek mythology. Spend a day in the forest here, and you might just believe it.
From the road, Monemvasia looks like nothing at all, just a lump of rock in the sea. But cross the narrow causeway, pass through the hidden gate, and you step into a Byzantine ghost town carved from stone and sealed from time. Once a powerful fortress, Monemvasia guarded trade routes and housed emperors. Today its walls still stand, encircling quiet stone streets, lantern-lit taverns and sun-faded mansions overlooking the sea. Climb to the upper town, where ruins whisper in the wind, or visit Hagia Sophia, a 12th century church perched at the cliff's edge. At night, the town glows orange, the sea sighs below, and it feels like you've stepped into a dream.
To most tourists too.
This is Greece beyond the islands, where silence speaks louder than crowds, where myths still walk the woods, where the price of entry is simply curiosity. Which of these hidden gems would you explore first?
Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time on Hidden Gems as we discover the world's unseen corners, one story at a time.